Hey guys, Ash Lane here, coming at you today saying I'm back. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support you've given me. If you don't know, last week I lost my brother, and it's been a really challenging time for me. And just thank you so much for the support. This community has been fantastic. So I'm back. Let's get to what I have ready for us today. It's going to be the number 1 and 2 player in the entire world going head-to-head, battling for that number 1 spot. It just popped up on TV Royale. So one of the things that I really enjoy doing is watching the replay and then going ahead and copying the winning deck and trying it out in matchmaking myself. So let's go ahead without further ado and watch this this legendary arena battle on the top 2 players in the game. Unfortunately, I don't know either of their names because I do not speak these languages. I don't know if it's Japanese, Chinese, or etc. But either way, let's go ahead and see what they have in their decks. So the red player over here playing the Mortar in the Inferno Tower. Gee, I hope he doesn't win, even though he is the underdog, level 11 versus a level 12 here. So I like rooting for the underdog, but I don't want to have to play a Mortar deck. But it looks like the blue player here is actually going to go ahead and do pretty well with the dragon and the goblins on that right tower. So that was a really strong move there by blue. So you can see both these decks have the Elixir Collector, and that's about it in terms of similarities. So he's, let's see, they're both going to go ahead and reload right now, playing the Elixir Collectors. It looks like the red player's deck is built around comboing the Mortar with protection from the Inferno Tower or the Cannon in that same lane. So we'll see how he does with this combination, but there's the Mortar, and he's going to play the Inferno Tower probably. No, he's going to play the arrows against the Princess. So it looks like that Mortar Tower is going to be sacrificed there. I am watching this for the first time with you guys live, so we're kind of doing the play-by-play commentary kind of live here. So the blue player's deck, it looks like this deck is built around using the Golem, but he hasn't got a chance to use it at all right now because he's really trying to stay on top of countering that Mortar. It's really stopping him from doing what he wants to do offensively. He does have the 2 Elixir, now 3 Elixir pumps built, so he has the Elixir advantage. But here's another combination with the Mortar and the Cannon. Now Skeleton Army's a decent counter to the Mortar, but you can see there sometimes if you don't have anything else backing it up on the board, it can be not enough to take down that Mortar and the Cannon. So the Mortar is still chipping away at that left tower from the red player. It looks like blue still has a slight advantage in terms of the health left on the tower. This is definitely going to be a brawl of the big max players. Look at all these cards. They're all maxed or very close to. So let's go ahead and see who wins here. I can't believe, guys, I have opened up about 8 or 9 super magical chests now at this point. Still no princess card. It's killing me. So I do not have princess. So if the blue player wins, we will not be able to use the princess card. So maybe we will root for the red team because that's a hard card to substitute. You can use a musketeer or something, but it doesn't do the trick, or archers. It just doesn't. Oh, and look at the rocket is going to be the coup de grace, I guess. That's going to take down that left tower, and it looks like red's going to pull this off. Blue finally gets a golem on the board, but it looks like we don't have to worry about the princess not having the princess card. It looks like red's going to win this one and either retain the number 1 spot or regain the number 1 spot in the game. It looks like retain. So red is now the number 1 player in the world, and that was it. That was the battle of the top 2 players. So let's go ahead and copy this deck and see if we can't win with it. So let's try to memorize as many of the cards as possible here. Minion Horde, Inferno, Mortar, Cannon. Okay, let's go ahead and start with those, and we'll build the deck. We'll put it in slot 2 here, not using this deck currently. Let's upgrade this Inferno Tower. Why not? Level 8 Inferno Tower, pretty excited about that. I haven't upgraded a card in quite a while, so I actually got to level 10 in Finland, and I've been kind of stuck there ever since. Really, really low in the experience on level 10. It's bittersweet to upgrade to level 10 or any new level, because I always like being the underdog or feeling like you're a really powerful level 9. Now I'm a really weak level 10, so you know when people play you and you're 1 level higher than them. So if I come across a level 9, for example, they have no way of knowing that I just leveled up, and they're probably the same strength as me. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling here. What am I missing right now? I'm missing arrows and let's see, arrows and skeletons. So skeleton and then arrows, and we'll have the deck ready to go. And let's see if we can win with this combination. It's a little cheesy using the mortar, and honestly, I haven't really used it with this account before, so it is leveled up though. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So let's start out with an elixir collector. I thought about going the same combination with the Tesla and the mortar as the player from the TV Royale did, but we're going to go ahead and be a little bit more patient maybe. We'll place the mortar in the Inferno Tower. It looks like the mortar is probably going to lock on to the troops in the right lane. He has a lot coming at me with a rage spell here, so Cannon's going to be against those troops. Going to drop the skeletons in here just to try to cluster up the area a little bit. But that was a pretty good defense there, to be honest with you. He came at me with a full elixir worth of troops, and now my mortar is going to slowly bleed into this left tower. I'm going to drop those minions. I want to see if he has arrows ready. It doesn't look like he does. He chooses to use the fireball against the mortar rather than the minions. That might have cost him a few hundred hit points there as the mortar was almost dead. Not sure about that, maybe. Let's reload with the elixir collector here. And we'll let the tower take care of that musketeer. He is going to get a few hundred points off me there, but I'm going to go ahead and opt to build the collector instead, and then we'll try this combo again here. So let's use the skeletons real quick to distract that Dark Knight, and then we'll let the mortar chip away some more at that left tower. So it's all about really comboing the mortar with the either the cannon or the Inferno Tower. This is definitely a pretty good start. And we're going to drop the minion horde over here on the right. Make him use the fireball, or he doesn't have arrows, so we'll see what he does there. And he doesn't have much splash damage in his deck either. He has the Ice Wizard, and I think that's it. Well, he does have the Dark Knight, but that's not a huge splash damage, you know, in terms of DPS. Let's go ahead and play some defense here. I don't think this is going to be a 3-star deck, 3-crown deck, rather. So we're just going to go ahead and take our 1 crown and try to just maintain this lead here. It's coming at me pretty heavy here in the right-hand lane. Not sure if that Inferno Tower placement was the smartest on my part there, but I didn't really have the cards. That's the thing about this deck. I'm going to go ahead and build this Cannon Mortar combo and see if he has an answer for it. I'm just going to go ahead and keep piling up defenses here. The thing about the Inferno Tower, even though it's out of range, if he was to drop a golem, you know, in the right-hand lane, the golem would be distracted by that cannon and move over towards that rather than against my tower. So now he's playing the Dark Knight. Not a big deal here. I don't really necessarily need this mortar to do a ton of damage to that right tower. At this point, I'm trying to play defense by playing offense, just trying to keep him away from that crown tower, and we'll just do some work here against his tower in the meantime. Let's build another Inferno Tower, and we should be good to go. He's going to use a fireball against my crown tower, but it's not going to be enough damage, and it looks like we're going to pull off the win. So guys, thanks so much for watching. We're going to go ahead and end it there. This is my return to Clash Royale. I will be coming back with videos. Thanks so much for, again, the support, guys. You guys have all been absolutely tremendous. Very happy to be part of this community. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.
We don't play for fame.